Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving! And today we're getting colorful in the pages of Mythomorphia by Kerby Rosanes. And boy, did this one take a long time to color. So stick around. Hello colorists, welcome to PencilStash, a weekly show all about coloring. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to get all the new content, and be sure to hit that like button if you're enjoying my videos. Hey there, colorists. Before we get started, do you guys remember me telling you that I was working on a side project that I'd hopefully be able to tell you about soon? Well, now is that time. I've recently partnered with Coloring Book Cafe, an online subscription service for coloring pages, master course modules, and more. So I've been working with them on a few things, but today I want to showcase and direct you to a 3-part video series workshop that I helped them create, called Reducing Stress and Discovering Your Creativity. The link is in the video description below, and you'll sign up for the workshop and receive the 3 videos a few days apart from each other. And the best part is that the workshop is entirely free. Now, the first video is all about the benefits of coloring and how it can help you achieve more focus and relaxation in your life. This video is available as of November 22nd, 2018. The second video is me taking you through some fundamental coloring tips, from beginner techniques through some more advanced ones. And also, this video comes with 10 free digital coloring pages, and this video is available November 27th, 2018. And the final video is all about Coloring Book Cafe itself, available November 29th, 2018. So again, link is in the description below. Check that out. Totally free, super cool. And I'd like to thank Coloring Book Cafe for partnering with me on the creation of those videos, and thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. Now, we'll be talking more about Coloring Book Cafe next week too, where I'll be doing a page right from their library of coloring pages, and it's going to be a good one. I can't wait to show you guys. But in the meantime, let's jump into the page that I have prepared for us today. It's from Mythomorphia by Kerby Rosanes. I wanted to throw a ton of color into this page. Bright, cheery colors. So I pulled a bunch of colors from my pencil stash from both Prismacolor and Crayola sets. And if you're curious which colors that I'm going to be using, they will all be listed in the description below. But I'll be jumping back and forth so much that it's going to be really hard to list all of them as I go. And of course, I accidentally deleted the footage showing you guys the first step, which was to color in the background bits. Total rookie move. So my apologies, but I'll describe it to you as best I can. Now, I used 2 colors here, Prismacolor's Indigo Blue and Warm Gray 90%. And I chose to do the background first because it's actually easier to see which of the smaller bits in the background you have to color in here when there's nothing else colored on the page. And first I did a foundational layer of the Indigo Blue, and then I went over that layer just in the areas where the artist gave us those hatch lines with the Warm Gray 90%. So you didn't miss much, but it did take a long time. So jumping into the footage that I actually do have to share with you guys, I wanted to throw... Now, as I thought about how I wanted to tackle this page and how I wanted to use all these crazy colors I pulled, I decided to go extra bold and try to use as many colors as possible in as many combinations as I could to really pack in some bright color here. And I'm using the same methods that I employ in the Kerby Rosanes books, where I color the white space of an object in the lighter of my chosen colors, and then I shade in the areas around that in kind of that second transition color, and then I go back in with my darkest color and I shade in that area of hatching that the artist gave us. Now, since I'm putting colors next to one another and on top of one another that seemingly don't really go together, I'm using very light pressure and that feathering technique that I've showed you guys so that I can blend everything seamlessly together so that it doesn't have that kind of harsh transition line between the two. And also, to help with that transition, I'm blending on this page with a bit of baby oil and a cotton swab. And I know I say this all the time, but make sure that you rub the majority of the baby oil off onto a scrap paper towel before putting it onto your paper. It'll be way too wet. It'll kind of bleed to the page underneath, and you won't be able to color it. So definitely want to blot that off first. And use circular strokes or move the cotton swab in the direction that you want to push the colors around to blend them together. Now, my favorite part on this page is the color combo that I used on the tree branches. It's a combo of jade green, slate gray, Copenhagen blue, and black grape. And I did it as a gradient where the highlight on each branch would be the jade green, and then I kind of worked my way down from there towards the hatch areas where I thought it would be shaded with the black grape. And these colors blended really, really well together. And then I blended it out with a bit of baby oil. And if you put that black grape right over top of the Copenhagen blue, it reads more blue because I don't really have a super, super dark navy blue in any of my sets. So I kind of fake it by adding a little bit of that black grape right on top of the Copenhagen to make it just super, super deep and rich. Now, some advice that I can give you guys, don't be afraid to really combine some of these colors together. Every color I'm using, I honestly used in a bunch of different combinations, and it all came out really, really well. Even yellows combined with purples came out really, really nice. Now, if you're unsure, keep a scrap piece of paper nearby to test out some color combos to see what they look like in action. Now, another thing to keep in mind is the repetition of colors and color combinations across your page. So you'll notice when I use a particular combination of colors, I usually repeat that same combo on another leaf or another object on the opposite side of the page. Just kind of keeps it balanced. It doesn't have to be exactly direct opposite, but just make sure that each side feels balanced and that, kind of has equal representation in your color combos. And you can use that color combo multiple times across your page since there's so many small pieces on this page. It'll keep you from having to come up with dozens of individual color combos. And the page will just read a little bit more cohesive. And as I work my way around the rest of this page's leaves and branches, I just wanted to say that this page's unsung hero was definitely that Prismacolor Black Grape. I used this color a ton as it really lent itself to the shade color of multiple color combinations that I used. Super versatile color this go around. The other thing to mention is how long the pages in the Kerby Rosanes books take me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love how these pages look. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love coloring them, but they are definitely an exercise in patience. After 8 hours or so, I definitely am over it. I just want to be done. All the little areas are so tiny and require you to put in a lot of little details to really make them special, thus adding a ton of time to your coloring, which is okay. I love coloring, but sometimes if I'm working on a page for too long, I just want to be done.
Here is where it all begins, 'cause I've been needing you the most. Lost, looking for you up in the stars, while I have kept you in my heart.
Now, since this page is so colorful, I think it would be a good idea to add in kind of my signature dots and dashes with my white Posca pens. Not too much, just enough, just where you feel it would add something. And I'm going to try to use the shapeliness of the object that I'm adding the dots to, kind of following its curves. And there we go, all done. I really, really like how this page came out. Not only is it colorful, but the color palette itself is really pretty. The colors came out much better and more true to life on the footage from my cell phone than my camera. So this is what I'm showing you right now. This page was definitely a fun one. That's it for me today, guys. Remember, don't forget to sign up for that Coloring Book Cafe workshop that I partnered with them on to create via the link in the description below. Totally free, and it really, really helps out my channel. Thank you so, so much. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American colorists, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.